Welcome to VWG. All the way from Halifax, Nova Scotia, I have Thousand Knives band member Tucker LaVoie.
What's up?
Rocking out.
Oh, hell yeah.
Love those earrings, man.
Thanks, man. They're inch like a little bat hanging. It's always a good time.
Oh, yes. So, what's the origin of the band? Where did everyone come from?
So TK started a long ass time ago. Me and Orion, our original guitarists, we were in a band called Bury Me at Sea back in like 2016, 2018. That split up. Me and Orion jammed for a couple of years, and then we asked our bassist to join in, Drake. He joined. We got a vocalist who didn't work out for the first little while. COVID hit right as we started to record an EP, our first EP, and that kind of just fell apart over COVID, but came back together. Our original vocalist bounced out to Ontario, and then Heather ended up joining the band. And then, yeah, and then we've just been playing shows since. And then Heather, her younger brother Ian, ended up joining in on guitar as well. So, but Orion just left, so now it's just the four piece: me, Ian, Heather, and Drake. But yeah, no. So we started originally as like a shitty little melodic metalcore band back in 2016, and now we're the I don't even know what to call us at this point, but we're Thousand Knives, and it's a fun time. We like playing shows.
All right. I like the sound of that.
Oh yeah, man.
Who are some of your influences?
Um, it's we all kind of went with a lot of different influence. So me, I come from like OG hardcore and shit, but like for TK, gee, that's tricky. I really like fast music, so a lot of blast beats, a lot of double bass, just stupid fast shit. Drake and Ian are both like obsessed with Kublai Khan right now. So like our album that we just released back in I think September was in drop C, and now we're dropping down to drop A sharp for the new music that we're currently recording. Um, and then Heather also like Heather loves Trapped Under Ice and a bunch of like Punch and shit like that. So all pretty fast stuff, pretty just fun, throw yourself around, punch your friends kind of music.
So no Despacito.
Um, not much radio music though. Ian does really like the Chainsmokers.
Okay. So this is more of a question to you.
Yeah.
What age did you start playing the drums? And did you also learn any other instruments?
I started, I think I was 12. Um, and then I I know a little bit of bass. I'm not good at it by any means, but it's fun to play. And I'm currently learning guitar. Um, Funny enough, Drake, our bassist, uh, when I met him, he was primarily a drummer. And then just he kind of slowly stopped playing drums as much, started playing guitar and bass a lot more. And then like I've known him since he was fuck 13 years old. So I just shot a message one day. I was like, hey, you want to try out and see how it goes? We tried out and like he was all right. And then Orion was like, hey, just go home and only downpick all of the songs for a week, come back and we'll do it again. And then he came back and just ripped through every song we had. And yeah, now he's a staple member.
All right. Yeah, I want to punch a hole in that.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So Thousand Knives, where did the name come from?
Uh, Funny enough, um, we were all just hanging out at Orion's place after a jam one day, trying to figure out because we used to be called Casualty back when we had our old vocalist. Um, and after like him leaving the band and us having Heather join, it's, I mean, going from a male vocalist to a female vocalist is a pretty big shift musically, at least.
More diversity too.
Our month. Exactly, right? So we were like, we probably should rebrand. Plus, we only played one show as Casualty before COVID. So over COVID, it was just my like full kind of just facelift. So Orion had a bunch of Yu-Gi-Oh cards there. Then we saw a card that said Thousand Eyes. We're like, fuck it, that's sick. So yeah, no, we're named after a Yu-Gi-Oh card.
Well, that's pretty cool. Finally, where do you see the band in 10 years from now?
Holy shit, 10 years.
Yep.
Well, hopefully still a band, hopefully still playing shows. um, right currently we're just trying to get further west coasts in Canada. At some point we want to go, across the ocean, go over to Europe, go down into the States once we figure out some work visa stuff. But in 10 years, hopefully still playing shows, hopefully bigger shows than we're playing right now. Have a couple albums out. And then yeah, because pretty much everybody else in TK is also in other bands from around here. So like me and Ian, our guitarist, are both in a band called Hell's Reach. So between that and then Hell's Reach has a bunch of other members in a bunch of other bands, everybody's just playing and touring as much as we possibly can, because in Nova Scotia, at least Maritimes in general, there's a lot of really, really good like heavy bands, a lot. But because it's such a far drive from like Quebec and Ontario, we don't get too many big bands coming down here. So we're trying to get out as much as we possibly can to show people that, hey, like there's actually a lot of sick music here. You guys just have to make like, yeah, like it's a 12-hour drive to Quebec, which, I mean, it's a little lengthy, but it's not too bad. And then you come here, you're able to play like 6, 7 shows between all the main cities here, and each of them are like a 3 to 4 hour drive from each other. So like really at this point, 10 years from now, hopefully still playing shows with all the homies, hopefully bringing more bands here, getting more bands from here throughout the rest of Canada down into the States. I mean, that's kind of the goal for the most part.
Oh, yeah. Making Canada great with all the music.
Oh, exactly, man. Because like the Maritimes in general has a lot of musical talent, not even in just heavy music, just in all kinds of music. Like Cape Breton is like a musical like hub for the Maritimes. Even like up in Newfoundland, like there's a bunch of there's so many sick bands that just need a little bit more recognition. They just got to get put on the map. So TK right now, along with like Pale Lake, Hell's Reach, and all them homies, we're just trying to get East Coast Canada just on the map for more bands to come here, and then get all of our friends and all of our bands out through the rest of Canada.
All right, cool. Before we end, do you want to ask me anything?
Yeah. For the most part, like how did you come across us? Like for just Thousand Eyes in general?
No, well, I searched up and coming Canadians, and
Oh,
you're on one
sure.
of the sites. Well, not you personally,
Yeah,
Thousand
but
Knives.
yeah, we were in Exclaim. I think it was last month. I think it was in like January or the early February edition. I'm not entirely sure. Um, but yeah, no, like there's so many sick bands here that deserve to be in that spot more than us. Like our buddies in Pale Lake, they're fucking amazing. Um, Johnny Deathwish from Moncton, like Cold Lung, like all there's so many good bands here that people just need to listen to, give a shot, because like I mean, I personally think TK is pretty good, but there's so many bands here that are so much better and deserve such a big spotlight. And if any of us can help each other get seen across anywhere, might as well, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, well sure.
Hell yeah.
Anything else you want to ask me if you're not too sober?
Um, yeah, so like you said you were in school for like radio television broadcasting stuff, eh?
Took radio beforehand. Now I'm finishing TV in April.
Oh, hell yeah, hell yeah. Our bassist Drake actually did radio and television broadcasting back in I think 2018 using the
Oh,
program. But
cool.
I don't know how much difference the programs are like from here to there. Like we just have like NSCC, it's just Nova Scotia Community College. It's where so many people end up. So it's like our courses compared to your courses, I have no idea how much of a difference it is. But I mean, it seems like a sick course to take. Drake loved it. So I mean, hell, if you enjoy it, keep fucking doing it, man.
Hell yeah, yeah. I like your style, man.
I mean, the way I see it, if you like doing something, as long as it's not hurting anybody, why not just keep doing it?
Huh, that's a good quote. I'll remember that and credit you for it. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to drum with me,
Oh,
Tucker.
dude, no worries. Thank you.
No problem.